Hello, and welcome to Dicesylvania. We are a bunch of lovable geeks who meet every Sunday to play Dungeons and Dragons and speak very beautiful vampire English. I am Count Bear, aka Beardbee, your DM for Eyceras, this place where our adventuring party are now back on the road after an epic quest, looking for new adventures filled with mysteries. Stick around to discover this real-time storytelling experience between myself and these lovable puppets, which will go introduce them. Hello, Ken.
Call me Ken. I'm stereotypical Ken, and I will play Sildren, a grouchy mercenary, Leon.
Hi, I'm stereotypical Barbie. I'm playing Whisper because Whisper is having her best day. Their best day. Sorry, I forgot they were non-binary. Hi. Hi, Barbie.
Hi Barbie, I'm Weird Barbie, playing as a weird tree-looking person. What else? Called Silo, and she has like this darkness inside her called Wither, and there's a sprinkle of religious fanaticism there around somewhere. Hi Barbie.
Hi Barbie, I'm Dreamglow Barbie, and today I'll be playing both CP and Zolux, an adorable halfling warlock who lives in symbiosis with her patron Zolux, the essence of a earth elemental who has a thirst for blood and entrails. Haha. Hi Barbie.
Hi Barbie. I'm Brunette Barbie. I'll be playing my adorable turtle barbarian, Shelly, who's ready to go adventuring. Hi Ken.
Oh! Hi, Barbie. I'm Beach Ken. My job is the beach, bruh! And I'll be playing Draven, a vampire parody. Oh my god, who came up with that character, bruh? I don't know, bruh. I love surfing and I love the beach. If you like the beach, I'm your man, bruh.
That's insane.
Yeah, bruh.
I'm Beach Barbie.
Oh, wow. Before we start the show, we have a few announcements for our friends.
Hey Barbie,
Hi, Ken.
how you doing?
Oh, I'm scrolling, Ken. Ken, it's shopping time. Let's uncover some treasures of our epic D&D sessions.
Absolutely, Barbie. Let's make our quest even more fantastical and fabulously fun.
Fun! Oh my dice! Look at these adorable minis. I must have them all.
You bet. Check out these pink geeky t-shirts. They're too cool to resist. Oh, and look. Magical pink nerdy notebooks for my fabulous new teas.
Look, here it appears. It's a magical code. It's indeed magical. What it says, Ken?
Let's see. Unlock your savings and make your D&D dreams come true. Type Dicesylvania 10
10.
and there 10% our purchase.
10% off your purchase. So, let's embrace
The
the enchantments of Elemental Beacon. Discover their geeky goodies at
elementalbeacon.com. And don't forget, Dicesylvania 10 for 10% off, available for
6 fabulous months. Let's level up our adventure with style. Hi, bye.
bye.
I'm fabulous. I'm stereotypical Barbie. Play with me.
Fantastico.
We're gonna play with you, but D&D.
Awesome.
The resemblance is uncanny.
And so it begins.
Kenny.
You're enough. That's enough. Enough of this.
Kenobi.
Somehow Somehow you get to make jokes with my name. I don't mind.
Yeah,
So we can make jokes with your name.
She's a kindred spirit.
So who is the next?
Who is the next?
Oh, I think I am the next. Oh. Do you guys remember that scene from Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark?
No.
When Indy was being chased by a massive boulder after trying to borrow an artifact. Boy, did he fail his dex saves and didn't really check for traps, did he? But I think if you look close enough on the boulder, you can see like in a tiny space, you can actually see the logo for Rolling Hills Craft, or at least that's what I think I saw. I'm pretty sure, I'm not entirely sure, so I think the best thing you can do is go on their webpage, like rollinghillscraft.com, and while you're at it, you can check out all the goodies that they have over there to offer, like awesome mini paintings and beautifully crafted props and terrains. And while you're at it, you can use our promo code for 10% off, which will magically appear here because there's a lot of magic happening today, and you can use it off every purchase. So rollinghillscraft.com, guys, check it out.
Awesome. So you're telling me that Rolling Hillscraft made the boulder from Indiana Jones?
I don't know, man, that's what I saw.
It was the Dicesylvania cut?
Oh man.
Yeah, we're not going to be
Right. A kind reminder, guys, that if you do like our content and want to watch more shenanigans like the Barbie world and what's gonna be next, who knows, just subscribe on our Twitch and YouTube, and yeah, if you're feeling extra spicy, leave us a comment. Let us know how we look this episode, how fabulous we are.
Sure.
And so we appreciate all the likes and comments you guys give us.
I'm too weird for this.
But
You're weirded out.
now, unfortunately, we'll snap a little bit out of the Barbie world, because we're gonna delve into Dicesylvania's next adventure in Eyceras. We start the episode with a recap on what happened previously, and we see the party that they've finally accomplished their task in the Gravel Grotto, that of not only delivering messages of warning and redemption towards the Ergenasi kin, but also to put some old menacing cataclysms behind, as they've delved deep underground to deal with an ancient threat, that of Boar. And after successful encounters, they have then returned, being hailed as heroes and saviors of the community, bringing the people into a new age. And after a brief celebration, now the party finally went out of the caves and were met once again with the beautiful vistas and fresh air that is here on the highest altitudes that they find themselves on, and looking forward to seeing where the winds of fate will take them next. And as such, the party decided to return to Isinabel to follow some other threads, so to say. But guys, you're now still on the path that you went up towards the mountains. You are now descending, and it's still very nice, quiet, peaceful, as not only there are gentle breezes blowing here and there, but also, yeah, it's nice to see birds, colorful birds around, not the deadly ones, the harpies or anything, but it's a peaceful and nice track now downwards. And anything you wish to do, you would know that it would take you 2 days to reach, so to say, the base of the mountain, where you got in touch with Brenek, the carriage driver, to come pick you up. But anything you wish to do during this nice quiet descent?
I suppose children would enjoy making sure the breeze is not too strong as to disturb his new look.
Yeah, definitely.
And I would like to keep an eye out for any surprises.
Okay.
Whisper would always also look out for or hear out and feel out the other surprises, and they will cast in the aid of Sildren gust to stop the winds from pushing back his mane.
Yeah.
Talking to a friend of yours on my behalf,
Yes.
I appreciate it.
This is Rumble Tumble that's pushing, so I'm telling them to get out of your way. They're twins, Rumble Tumble. Hi.
Oh, so there's two. Hello, Rumble and Tumble. Can you come tonight? A breeze might be good at that time.
A breeze is a different wind.
Oh,
Yeah, it's Rumble Tumble, and they're having coincidentally a party at the Breeze house.
they have houses.
No, haha, it was a joke.
Ah,
Did I do good?
Yeah.
Very good.
22.
All right.
Something
10 out of
20.
10.
Yeah.
So, the road goes without perils, though during the first day, somewhere towards dawn, the sunset, let's call it, dusk. I always mess them up. So, towards sunset, I'll call it like that, pretty much all of you, at least those who have passive perception higher than 14, or you who have been actively looking, and yeah.
22.
You're the first ones to spot that on another peak of another mountain close by, there stand two very tall figures that you take a glance, and you see that they resemble some of the silhouettes and the depictions that you saw, especially in Gazia, that of the living gods. You see somewhere on the other peak over there that stands sitting a taller sort of female that has nicely white linen blouse that has a lot of floral motifs and has a crown of flowers as well with nice beautiful blue hair. She's sitting on some sort of a cliff looking not in your direction but somewhere further, and you do recognize her as Thoko. And also
Just for the audience at home, who is Toko?
Who is Toko?
who is Thoko?
Who is Toko? Toko is the like a mother to us all. She is a merciful goddess among the living gods in the pantheon. And she is known to walk around with Xenos as her side, who's the one who visits the mortals the most. And they come down, descend from their holy mountain
Yep.
of
Aithea.
Aithea. I say Aithea, but it's not Aithea.
But as you mentioned that, the other tall figure that stands next to her, it's this very charismatic and nice-looking fella.
He's hot.
He usually is most of the time topless to show off his almost perfect sculpted body, and he has a nice, elegant, middle-sized blonde hair that that just flows with the wind on the one side, and he has these magnificent white, almost eagle-like wings that stands next to Thoko, which again it is Xenos, the god of knowledge and ecstasy, as they call it.
Oh.
So we're getting to speak. This is Karla, not Whisper. We're getting to speak with the gods today. Man!
You know, they're as I said, on another peak, like opposite
far
of you.
up.
Yeah,
Okay, is it far away?
Yeah, it would
So-
definitely need at least 2 days or something to get there.
So we just got a
But
sneak peek.
You get a sneak peek, but again, because they are
Because
they
they're
like
another
to,
peek.
yeah.
I will cast.
They're that giant, so they're so
They can,
gigantic
they
that-
can be either gigantic. Depends. Like people, as they walk amongst the mortals, most of the time. Sometimes they even walk amongst them incognito. You couldn't know if you've met a god. He could disguise himself. Sometimes they just approach you in their titanic form. Sometimes in normal size. They have power to.
We took a
change.
good look at them, roughly.
Yeah.
Okay. Before I cast sending, because I've seen them, and has an unlimited range, I will look towards you guys and say, so I can message them.
Say hi.
Guys, have you seen the creatures? They look
What
like
creature? I was
They-
looking for Barry.
over there. They look like the pictures in the temple that you worship them. It's like they look like you sort of your gods.
I can't see shit.
Wait, let me
No, still my passive perception is 9.
see.
Wow.
You see that
But we can
side-
roll for it.
I mean,
Okay, sorry.
as long as they pointed out.
6.
Yeah.
I
As long
can't
as
see shit.
Yes, you're worse in your passive.
it's like you're not sure that maybe.
I see 2 rocks in shape of humans.
Silo, is that you're the mother?
Silo is silent. Silo is on her knees as she sees her mother, her creator. She instantly drops to her knees and starts whispering a prayer. My merciful goddess, my hope, mother of all, welcoming strangers and helper of the poor, joy of the afflicted, helper of the helpless. See my need, see my affliction, help me. I am helpless, and you are the only one that can nurture my spirit. Untie my affliction as you will. for I have no other help but you, no other comfort but you. May you guard my steps and protect me. Amen. And you see that basically she has like tears on coming down her cheeks, and she sees you all like extremely agitated, and
Whisper
as she
is really near you and tries to imitate you.
Silo, roll me a religion check.
okay,
And complete.
it's 14 plus. So let me check real fast. But it should be ish. Okay. 14 plus 16.
Okay, I'll remember that and get to that later. But okay, you.
Yeah, but
We must go. Mother is calling me. She showed herself to us. You see, I told you, the gods are real. They're over there.
You know you don't
It's
have to go. I can message her and she maybe come here.
The gods don't respond just to
I will
anyone.
cast.
They respond to the prayers.
Hello, Miss Toko. I'm
Miss
Draven.
Toko.
I'm right here. I'm with your greatest fan, Xylo. Would you come here, please?
You can
She's
respond to
dying to
this
see.
message.
Roll
You
me,
can respond to this
roll me a either religion or just straight up intelligence check.
message. Religion, because I'm dumb. No, it's an 11.
You get no response, but you do not know why.
Because I'm not a religious guy.
Maybe we should try shouting.
Hello!
Hello!
You shout. They seem to be minding their own business. By the way, during this time, like you see that Thoko, like they're not looking in your direction. They're mainly looking towards the sunset, and you do see that. Yeah, Thoko is standing there. You can't hear what they're saying or anything, but Xenos is there, kind of trying to. They seem to be talking, trying to somewhat comfort her, and they discuss. And as you take a bit more, 10 minutes or so to observe this event, you then see that mainly somewhere towards in their direction, the sky starts getting gray and more grayer, and the clouds start getting darker, and even now almost towards your side there are a few tiny driplets of water starts pouring, and you're wondering what magic of the gods is this, what's happening.
It's called nature.
And sitting for a few more minutes, then suddenly a lightning bolt strikes in the distance, somewhere quite closer to the gods, and you see during that bright flash that another figure, titanic figure, appears next to them. This one having still a humanoid form, though it seems his skin is covered in scales here and there, and he even has a somewhat shark tail of sorts, and has fins around his arms, and some horns that also seem to emanate water waves of almost. And another figure that you recognize from the Pantheon, this being of Valhir, the god of thunders and storms. And as soon as this happens, you see that he... Actually, you know what? Roll me an insight, everybody, to kind of understand what's happening, even though you don't quite get the clear messages what they're talking, but more
Ready
like
myself.
understanding the scenario of what's transpiring.
14.
What do we roll?
Insight.
Natural 20 for a total of 19.
Cool.
23.
Okay.
18.
Okay. So those of 18 and above, what you
Okay.
do get from this scene is that they've like Toko and Xenos, they've been having discussions. Xenos trying to comfort her on some matters, you don't know what. But as soon as Val here appeared, he changed a bit the mood of the scene, as he wasn't aggressive towards them, but you do seem that he had a very strong, so to say, attitude, and more demanding towards whatever they were discussing. He really seemed to not be strict, what's the word, to be firm.
Adamant.
Exactly, firm towards them. And there were even at some point some things that when he shouted, it was immediately followed by another storms and thunders. And the other two gods, like Toko at least listens to what he has to say, but Zeno starts getting into a somewhat heated argument, like they're having discussions, but arguing in some sort of way. And after that, after a brief discussion between themselves, it seems that somewhat Val here leaves the others with some sort of a warning, like it points some sort of fingers, and also shows some sort of images, but they're too far to pick it up to them, conjure some sort of images, after which he disappears again with another lightning flash. Yeah, the scene continues a little bit more with Xenos comforting Thoko and discussing for a little bit. And before they would take off, there's another thing that as Thoko stands up, she looks around and somewhat looks in your direction, and like you can probably tell that she's looking right towards you, and there is a message you get in your mind, Xylo, saying that
Kill Draven.
Please.
yeah,
I want to fight a god.
Hey, it was the
Another god.
Getting back
she
into the scene.
She says that my child, I'm sorry I have ignored you for so long, but I promise at the next sunrise I'll meet you, and I'll want to talk to you.
Mother, is this really you? Because it hasn't been you, the one who is mistaken. It is I. I have abandoned my path. I have strayed away from daily prayers, and I have been doing a lot of stupid things with these new people I have met, and I stopped from chasing you.
Immediately, shh, it's all right. Don't cry. If anything, I should be the one crying, but I will. I promise to tell you at the next sunrise. I'm sorry, but I need to return to Ithea. There are some matters of the gods that needs to be taken care of, but I'll talk to you soon. And yeah, it's at that point that also Xenos kind of grabs Thoko's hand, and around them there's this swirl of feathers that happens around them, and they vanish.
Okay. I will get up and I will start chanting my my prayer and my motto. I am she, for she is me, and we are all together. And I do this 3 times, and then I turn towards the others. We must go to Ithea. We must go to Ithea now. and I started moving towards, like we're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
But I
That even though this thing happened,
Yeah.
while this happened, the hours or whatever, we were still walking.
Yeah, you could do this. Yeah, sure.
But
Of course,
it
yeah.
was 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, their
it's
discussion, everything, all of this around half an hour. Well,
Oh,
less,
okay.
20
longer.
minutes,
I
let's
thought it
say.
was longer. That's why I was like.
No,
okay.
he said 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but in between the events, all the
Sure.
stuff, yeah. It's,
So how far were they from us? In walking distance from us.
in walking distance, yeah, probably a day and a half or something.
Because you probably have
Yeah,
to
you'd
climb
have
the
to-
mountain.
yeah,
It's
exactly,
not a
descend.
straight path.
And then ascend again on another peak.
very quick question. Basically, since we are in, we came from, not from Karoo, we came from the
From a s-
grotto.
Yeah.
from grotto,
And the grotto is here, Isenabel is here. We went
yeah.
down, then made a left towards Isenabel to go back.
Yeah, so Isinabel basically it's on the northwestern side,
Perfect.
pretty much.
Okay.
And you are on the mountain peaks to the north.
Okay.
And the anointed peak where Ithea is, it's somewhere in the
Then it
middle
is.
of
Yeah,
the
exactly, in the
continent,
middle
pretty
of the
much.
continent.
Yeah.
Okay, and towards, and did we see them on Ithea or
No,
on the
no, no.
Morenza Mountains?
Yeah, no, Morenza Mountain, because this is a chain of
Mountain.
mountains. I think that's the word. Like it's many peaks
Yeah.
all together.
And it's why is then the monastery where I came from is right in the middle of, in the center of the peaks, of these peaks, of the Morenza Mountains.
Yeah, it's somewhere a bit to the east, but yeah.
Geography, guys!
Geography time.
As you can
Right.
see here in our map.
Yeah.
And saw before, probably.
Yeah, but yeah, basically it would take you a lot
Alright.
of time to reach Ithea if it was possible by any means, because
Then to be
No, I
honest, Xylo will dash, use her plenty of actions to actually dash and run towards Ithea, which is towards the south, yes? And towards south of where we are, basically.
yeah, but I mean,
Towards the center of the map.
you could do that, of course, but just go straight south.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, exactly,
But,
like-
the path would lead you a bit more west, so to say, the one you came from, and which is beaten path, so to say.
It's just
Okay.
one path.
And I will cast a message towards Silo and tell her, you do remember that we talked to Brenek and we told him to meet us tomorrow to go to Ipsinabul, right? So how about we go to Ipsinabul, because our god doesn't go anywhere, we do our job, and maybe then we go to Ithea. Does this sound okay?
Can I reply to this?
Yes, of course. It's a sending message.
The gods are fighting. They need us now. We have no time to go around shopping and Isenabel and whatever. I have been strayed away from the path long enough. I must do it now, even if I do it alone. And I keep dashing.
Okay, I will let her go. I will not follow.
I have the question. Kylo. Wait, Zephyr's like
Yeah.
I will
Someone
slow
is-
down a little bit.
is with the power of 100 winds is just smashing you in the back. Whisper is just
Oh.
stopping inside in your back basically, and they ask, "Hi, I have a question. Do you think the gods, since I am obviously not the creation, and I'm not the responsibility, would they let me go to the idea?"
Everybody is their creation if they
No, it's
walk
not.
amongst this territory. Everybody on Taria is their creation. Everybody in Eyceras is their creation. That is why they are called gods.
These are not my makers. I am older than the gods.
Because you come from the Tempest Times, I understand. Well, in a way, no, I understand, but they are very forgiving and very tolerant, even to those who are not of their faith or their children,
Do you think
especially the mother.
Do you think so?
Well, yes, it says right here in her scripture and in her books, chapter 24,
And do you
passage
need
12.
to do something to get the forgiveness? Do you need to do the repentance or like prayer or
If
something?
there's nothing that you should be forgiven for and you have made no greater sin, then you are fine.
Maybe I did because I don't know what a sin is.
Well, that's another chapter of the book that you really need to study from when you grow up until this point. So, if you're so late, to the religion, I can maybe help you, but it would take me a long time. And I don't know. If you want, you can join me in prayer every night, and I will show you.
Okay. Okay, let's do that. But then there's also the issue of what's the word? Of the geography. You're going in that direction, but it's not very smart because there are hills and no the road. And also the idea road is around that way. And it also will take you about probably of the 2 of the weeks to get there. And then maybe, I don't know if it's possible, a lot to go into the up of the mountain. Unless you do the dying and die. Ha ha ha. And
Well, I mean,
it's not very smart. What did they tell you?
well, it's first of all, they have a willpower so big and so strong. You saw how they just appeared on the mountain, and they were giants. They can do anything. They are much more powerful than us. But also sometimes they need our help, and this is what is going on right
Did they
now.
tell you, Silo, we need your help? Go to IKEA?
Well, they don't need to tell you that like sentence by sentence and word by word. They said, I have something to take care of in IKEA, and then automatically that if mother needs to take care of something, you as a child of
But
Earth,
then what did they said to you?
they said that we will speak at sunrise and that she has been troubled by something lately. And that she needs to return to IKEA to take care of it. And that's why it means it needs our help,
Yeah, but
If you want, you can come. And the others one are free to come as well, but...
you know what I do not understand? If they need our help, maybe they could get us to IKEA without walking the impossibility of the road.
Well, I mean, you start going and then on the way they show you how to get there. The paths are always opening. They are not revealed to you instantly,
But are
It's
you
not
sure
like
they do not
miracles.
know we're planning to go to Isinabit and that is the place where the Toko is meeting you?
Well, that's what they will reveal us step by step. As you go towards the right path,
But why?
they show you
why
what
do
you need to do.
Why do you not think idea is the right path?
Because that's where she will be, the mother.
She said, "I'm gonna take care of the something," meaning she's going there and then returning, right? Maybe we're gonna be what's the saying of the humanoids? At the wrong place in the wrong time.
Okay, maybe what we could do is rest until the morning comes and see what the mother wants to tell us and then decide on the path because she will be back, but I really hope it will not be too late.
Yeah, but what about if we be the smart and the wise? We go get Brenek and then we have the means of the transportation so we can partake in not the hurting of the feet.
I will start going slowly but surely towards where you're pointing me and just wait until the morning and make sure to pray and to not abandon my ways as I do so, okay? So, yes.
So none of the drinking today, right?
Never again.
Today, right?
Never again.
What is never?
It is not today, not tomorrow, not in the future, not if the gods die or live, That's never.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's go this way. Hey, I brought Silo back.
Oh, good, she remembers her job. Also, have you
Why
thought
are you
that...
the hungry?
No, maybe. Have you thought that maybe the gods don't need your help because you're mortal and you can't do shit? Are you expecting to kill a god all by yourself? Oh, okay.
She is the praying now. Raven, are you the hungry?
You
Yeah.
can tell me now, but
I've already
please
told
think about the words
What?
that you're going to put out there in the world and in the universe before you tell them.
you. What?
What does the
What?
universe do?
What did you try to say? 'Cause I don't
I
get it.
was praying, now I am listening to you.
Well, I think you in your place have a old saying that preotul nu se repetă pentru baba surdă. So,
I can translate that
Yeah, you can-
because
you can?
I know the Elvish.
Oh.
So it's like the priest do not repeat itself
Okay.
for the death of the old grandma.
yeah. I mean, perhaps
Or it's something like if the old granny is death.
the priest doesn't repeat itself. So,
Himself. Or,
or herself. I mean,
But I am only 45 cycles of Taria old. What do you mean?
yeah, sure. Give me two. I mean, I'm a bit. Can I? Yeah. Thanks. So, shall we go?
Do you do this? Are you
Yes,
going
always.
to do this a lot?
Yes. Can
Okay.
we go?
We
I mean-
never done this in the public.
Yeah.
It's I'm
This is not disturbing at all.
Yeah.
I mean, Draven has. You know that Draven's name is Darren actually. Darren has the feelings, which are the complicated. They make me the confused.
do you have blood on your hand?
Yes, a little bit.
It's and it,
And in my mouth.
does it?
Prestidigitation. I
Okay.
helped.
No, because I already killed Whisper, so after I beat her.
You said healed, right?
Yeah, killed.
What?
He said
Killed.
killed.
Oh, sorry, I said killed. Excuse me. I killed her and killed her.
Could you describe that?
Yeah, basically, I bite their wrist. I suck the blood, and I simply put my hand on, cast cure wounds, sorry, and the wound disappears. Not now, I mean, come on.
May you explain what just happened?
I just ate, and then I've healed the wound.
You ate
Blood,
another
blood.
one of our friends.
And another, and still.
It's quite harmless. I've been. That happened to me as well.
I've fed
Draven,
from almost everyone. Yeah, sorry.
some of the blood is showing. Let me
Oh.
press the digital
Oh,
on
sorry,
so you look
sorry.
handsome for
Sorry.
you know who.
And
I think we're onto the same.
is this okay with everyone? Is
Yeah.
anyone in pain? Are you
No.
okay?
Well, he healed her. There are no marks.
And I'm gentle
Damn,
when I
I'm
bite
sorry.
first.
And he helps with remembering things.
If
You
anyone is.
forgot.
So everything that you eat is just the blood of
Yeah,
everyone else.
basically.
Okay.
I can eat food too, but food doesn't sustain me.
Was this going on all of the
Yep.
time? And I'm the last one
Yep.
to know?
No, I think
Is this-
you actually were present when he fed on me.
No, I was present when he tried to nip you with a knife.
Did Gopa give you a bit of his amnesia? Is it
Most likely.
spreadable? I
Yeah.
like my memory.
Well, I mean, if I'm not, chipping my tooth when I bite you, I
My
can
skin's
remember
pretty
your.
hard, except for my belly.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna bite you on your belly, come on.
I tickle easily.
So the Draven biting is the necessary
Okay.
because he gets the
Do you hate?
Have you?
the
It's
He's
called
not-
hangry.
He's not himself when he's hungry.
That's why I bite blood scars.
Is it something that you can cure or
Nope,
something
I'm
that.
dead.
Have you tried? Oh.
Have you
You
tried
even
living?
know
You
that.
tried
I screamed once, but it said that you'll be younger, but
I do not mind. I feel the needed. I feel needed. But is that something that people feel?
yeah.
It's nice to
Yes.
feel
I
needed.
mean,
I have a feeling.
everybody needs somebody.
You have more than one feeling, I mean. Come on.
Why are you slapping people?
Because they feel needed.
Okay, that's enough.
Maybe every time that you feel needed, you can slap someone.
But not how I slapped you in the face.
No,
in the
like
hands.
this, like in the hand.
Okay.
But you see, Draven, what if we're going to Isnabel and then we are going to Itea? Maybe
I'm not going to ITM
why?
because I don't want. I have no business in it yet.
We are going in the idea after we do the thing in Sinapi.
Oh,
Yeah, but I don't
And
want to.
then helping the Shelly.
But you know,
I would say that first we help Shelly and then.
we
No.
were supposed to go in this novel
That-
to
Yeah, I know.
find...
I know. No.
You
I
know what happens when multiple winds decide to go in different directions?
Voting.
You get the cardinal points.
Tornado.
Oh.
It's not good. So we have to prioritize.
Oh.
but the problem is that there was a god once that wanted the blood, and he got into a fight with the Pantheon, and he was struck down, and they chased him away. And maybe they know what happened to that
And
god.
why would I want to know?
And what
about
if
the god?
is your name actually Kenku?
Yes.
I'm going to Zone of Truth here.
Whoa.
I'm going to resist the Zone of Truth by going away. Because I'm a cleric, I have Zone of Truth, I know the radius, so I can just step aside.
Oh, come on.
I think, right? I mean, I will let it up to you.
I'll double check
Because
really quick.
I actually don't know if you can
It's
do that.
60 feet.
Yeah,
The-
let me-
I
let me
already
double check.
imagine them like running around the tree like...
You're
Can you
not,
guys describe this?
You're not required to stay in the zone of truth. You have to be convinced somehow, and
Oh,
once you
like a
stay there,
vampire
you
being
can't lie
invited.
unless you.
I
Okay,
think
No,
say
you must make a charisma saving throw.
Oh,
but the
okay, I
thing
have
is
so
that
much charisma.
the thing is that I will chase you with the zone.
And while you
With the
chase me,
papu.
yeah, with the papu.
Come back
so
and
it
tell
only
us.
tells
Yes.
can deliberately lie while in the radius.
Yes.
So you can move away,
Yeah, but I will move towards you.
but you can't change the.
Guys,
So
can you
once
please
you-
describe the scene?
Once you put the
Basically,
thing.
Philo is
Oh yeah.
coming at me
Magical
with the
zone.
Zone of Truth spell, and I start running, because I'm like Forrest Gump, and I don't stop running until I'm sure that she just cast it. But I will play as though I'm inside of it. So,
I'm not.
oh no, it's a 15 plus whatever. Oh no.
You know, it's for your best. I am not dumb. I am just religious, okay? I just believe in something. As opposite as you are. Okay, fine. You can mock me, whatever.
You've been driven by the hand.
You will see one day. You will see how the wrath of the gods will come upon you.
So why would I want to go to the gods to ask about Kenku?
Because
Why
they
would that
can
help
help
me?
you. Because
We
they
work.
understand.
Wait, what?
Because they understand and they can cure
Who
almost
says
anything.
I want to be cured? Who says I want understanding? Maybe after
God,
this is
he's
all
so
done, I want to die.
difficult. It's like, this is why I should have, sometimes I wish I was in the monastery with
Question.
my books, with my religion, and not with a complicated person like you. You are very annoying.
Have
And I
you
will
died
go
and I
and
don't
pray.
know about it? Do you know what I've seen past death? So,
I don't think she
oh,
hears you.
FYI, there are no
anymore.
gods after death, just darkness.
Can I hear you? I'm praying.
You're hearing me, because otherwise I couldn't respond to me.
Oh, I think when she's praying, she doesn't hear anymore.
I have a question for you guys. Maybe Koba as well, or Silchi, or CP, or maybe Zolx, or Shelly, or Windwell. Basically not the two of you. What should I do now? If this is the normal of the behavior, should I just start praying and then I can hear you? Then I can. Gods are not real. Like, what do you do in this sort of?
The normal way how we should behave now is to focus on our goal and remember that we have people waiting for us and Esinable like Mr. Eversmile, and also we have word of the Brotherhood
And
of
Javier
Seating
from...
and Javier. Yes, can't wait to see
Welcome,
Javier. Yes, can't wait to see Javier. And also was the Ginger Leonine.
Yes, Iptin.
15 who live next to Javier.
And what's the tale on them? What do you think about?
We need to go and investigate, otherwise they might be gone. Like, all his brotherhood is dead, and we thought that...
He's not dead.
Yeah, we thought that he was dead, but he was not. We need to question him.
I never believed he was dead.
But also, I need to cast revenge upon the Scarlet Oppressor and make him not alive anymore.
Make him the dead. I get
Yes.
this.
You promised, Whisper, it's in your name.
I don't know.
Yes. And we all have agendas. I mean, we need to prioritize, and if we reach a disagreement, we should vote, but never split the party.
I don't have an agenda.
I give you mine.
That's what I was looking for.
You want a pen as well?
No.
Democracy.
Well, what is the democracy?
Voting.
What is the voting?
It's cast answer to the one question. Let's say, where do we want to go next? And the majority that have the same answer wins.
But I can't cast anything
What
because I'm a
if the
barbarian.
voting directly harms one of the persons who have to vote?
We rethink the voting if that happens.
This sounds okay. On paper.
Do we have to do it only on paper?
It's fast to start a socialist and once against democracy.
What?
Nothing.
I think she heard you already. Then
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Why are you being?
Because it's not important.
It's like you know, at the after we returned, I think, and we were, or before we left to fight war, we were at a dinner party,
Yeah.
and you were behaving
Weird.
not weird. Without the, I think it's called the compassion. Being the mean, you know.
Yeah.
This is you're being the mean with the silo.
Because I hate to see people that don't think for themselves.
And why do you
And
think?
they go only about the gods, that the gods did that, and they don't see that, no, the gods didn't do that, you did that.
So you can fight that with the meanness.
Yeah.
And making the people feel the bad inside.
Yeah,
Ah,
because why not? By the way, about voting, you can only vote once.
in
That's-
life.
No. Let's say we vote right now. Hey, do we go to Ipsinabil or we go to whatever mountain? And we go first. Okay, who goes to Ipsinabil? We vote. If I ask them, hey, we go to the mountain, you can't vote again because you voted on Ipsinabil.
Ah, that is very self.
Yeah, because otherwise,
explanatory.
you can do some corruption and it's not okay. Or that anyone. Also, do you think that Pebble will come with us? Sometime?
Now you really like the pebbles.
Yeah. I mean, I feel a bit sorry for him. I don't know.
He said he will come when he is done with his duties.
Oh. Okay.
Do you
Well,
really like,
for
do you
Pebble
really
to
like the
come.
pebbles? I will tell him this.
Well, it's not really like, it's more pity.
What is pity?
You feel sorry for someone.
but do we really need Pebble?
Maybe Pebble needs us.
No, I think his people need him more.
We might need him as much as I need a pebble in my shoe.
I need Pebble's
You can
soul.
put Pebble in your shoe? But he's so big.
It gets in there.
That sounds uncomfortable. Also, you're also being the mean. What is up with everyone? And Goba is sleeping.
Well, he's kind of drunk. I mean,
He drank too much goat milk. Again.
Where does he keep
Stashing
pouring
it.
it? Yeah, I don't know.
Well, he's tiny and we have a big barrel, so
Yeah.
it doesn't take that much to get him drunk. So,
You know what? I have decided I do not want to Bidamin.
Okay, that will be the bit.
You know what? I have also decided for the myself. I want to understand Silo's point of view, so I will go learn the religion.
Okay, but don't be disappointed when you find out the real truth.
I can't be that disappointed because I do not know what it is. I'm leaving.
Okay. Just one tiny thing at this point. I will get up and just tell them something. You know, I'm sorry. My religion and my mother has taught me to understand everyone and their needs. And to be kind to those around me. I don't want to force you to like the gods, to believe in the gods. Each of you does as they want. But I just want to tell you that without them, we are nothing. Eyceras is nothing. None of it matters. If the world if they destroy themselves and they fight amongst themselves, the whole continent could be destroyed. You could be destroyed. I would be for sure destroyed because I am only the body and the creation of my mother, nothing else.
Didn't we just stop an apocalypse from happening? Like, without the help
Yeah.
of the gods?
Yes, we did it.
And also,
Without
didn't
them
your
interfering.
parents brought you to life?
I don't have parents.
Do you know how kids are born, right?
I have been created, not birthed.
Oh no.
I have been birthed,
Yeah, me too.
along with 200 other siblings.
I
I
have
lost
been,
count. What? We're turtles.
I have been birthed and abandoned in a basket in a field.
Would that make you a basket case?
A bit.
Can I do something?
Don't slap me,
What?
please.
I'll look to Silo and say, I know, and I'm sorry, please don't get mean after this. I will slap her to someone with her. Because I want to ask Wither a question.
Well,
I'm
if you-
counting on the fact that it's a
You need to
surprise. now.
damage me.
yeah, and so first you need to hit because
Including
I'm
it.
guessing
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't just accept it.
No, of
You-
course not. I don't understand what the fuck he's doing.
Roll to hit first.
Sucker punch her.
So it's a non-armed strike, right?
Yeah, it would be
It's an
plus your
actual-
strength.
But I have a lot of armor class, man. Okay.
I know you have.
This is interesting.
Okay, 17 plus
What's your strength?
excuse me. Wait. It's a +1.
So 18
Hits.
hits. So
Some-
the thing is, I'll
just
say
one
one
HP
damage,
plus,
but
yeah.
you need to roll wisdom.
Yeah.
Come on, fail it.
You can choose to fail it.
Yeah, okay, just fail it.
Wait, I have. It's a say. I think I'm not gonna fail it.
Sorry.
Wisdom. Oh.
Oh, fails.
Is it a saving throw?
Yeah.
How? Are you sure it's a wisdom saving throw? Did I always have the? It's 12 plus 7, motherfucker.
hell! What?
Yeah. It's
I have a
Oh my
plus
God.
7. Yeah, I will never. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so I slap you and say, okay, sorry, wait.
What in the mother of gods was this?
I wanted to summon Wither because I have to ask her a question. And when I asked Wither, hey, how can I summon you? She told me that I need to slap you. So
It's nothing that you summon. It is a corruption that lives inside me. I have been praying day and night for it to not resurface. Do you even understand how hard it was for me all this time to not have her come out ever again?
No.
Do you want her to kill everyone?
well, she's kind of
She's destructive.
no, she's kind of nice.
destructive.
Who likes Wither?
I don't. She called me the bitch.
Well, she called me the bitch too, but in a good way.
I'm raising my hand. I'm raising my
Yeah,
hand
I know.
without
I know.
my will.
Without consent.
Do I get a vote?
Yeah. No. Yeah, sure.
So you all believe it. So
Yeah.
both Zolux, Sipi, Shelly, seriously, all of you believe that she
I love
is
it.
good.
Silo, it doesn't matter what the others believe.
Not good, but interesting.
No, he asked if we liked her,
Yeah.
not if we
I
thought
mean,
she was
She's
good.
not a murderer.
Okay, I will tell you this. It has been a secret that I've been carrying since I've met you. And all of this time, I actually just wanted to get to the Pantheon of Gods, to find Mother, to rid me of the corruption. And this corruption is with her. It is not something that you want to get out of me, because the mothers in my monastery feared that if she ever does surface, they will all be destroyed.
Maybe
But-
they deserve it.
But she never did anything to hurt us. I mean, apart from the
Calling us bitch, yeah.
calling us bitch. I don't even
Maybe
know what the
maybe
bitch
hurt
is.
us emotionally because she's so
Yeah.
cool, but
But
I mean,
do you think that the mothers only feared her because she looked different and maybe they didn't understand her?
But it is an abomination of nature. It is rotten
Why?
and corrupted and...
she's a tree.
But even
Oh, sorry, I was a bit of a shilly. I'm sorry.
But even the trees that go, well, not bad, but dry, we can still use them for firewood, so they still have a purpose. I mean, I'm not saying to burn wither. It's not. But but I don't think we should judge based on appearances only.
Well, I think that the mothers at the monastery hated Wither because she speaks her mind. This
Maybe-
is the only reason.
Maybe she called them bitches too.
Yeah. Which is fair. I mean,
I don't understand why procreational female dogs have to do with the insulting.
I don't think it's an insult.
I'm a bitch too.
Maybe it's a term
Depends.
of endearment.
Yeah. If you're a badass, you can say, hey, I'm a bitch, I'm a
I'm a bad
Bad
bitch.
bitch.
Meaning the bottom if it's badly shaped.
No, if you're pretty badass, I mean, you
Do you want
attack
to
the
look at my
gods. There you
bottom
go.
to see if it's properly shaped?
Yes.
No.
I feel that I'm missing the something.
Badass is a cool person that does. Sildren. He's a badass.
because of the glasses.
Because of the I mean, come on, look at him. He has a big sword. He's muscly. Yeah, don't laugh. Don't be a child. Look at him chewing those leaves. I mean, come on.
I
They're
think those are
rocks.
berries.
A rock. Even more badass.
So,
It's a euphemism.
if you exalt the masculinity,
No, that's nothing to do with
just
masculinity.
said Roxana.
If you go to a bar, right, and someone comes to you and says, "Hey, you look ugly," and you punch him in the face, then you're a badass.
Being the hood and the household, you're a badass.
No.
Got it.
Well,
No,
You look ugly.
Is my mess broken? Oh no.
It's broken.
No, it
but-
would be fucking other one. No.
My brothers told me that
Let me
when you
see if
get-
I hit. Because I have a 8.
Well, that was pretty badass. I mean, it's
Yes?
fine. That was bad.
Then I'm a bitch.
Bad bitch.
I'm a badass
Which-
bitch.
no, my God.
Bad good.
We're learning the child the worst things possible.
I suspected so.
Well, they are not the worst. I mean, we didn't touch you to steal or
Yet,
For torture.
kill or torture. I mean,
yet.
yet.
But we did learn to turtle.
Yeah.
Really? What does that even mean?
What does it mean?
You know, like being chill and
It is a
Don't
bit
take-
cold.
don't take things too seriously. Like really not seriously.
What do you mean? I think they take things very seriously. They take them to heart.
I do the same.
But I don't know where my heart is, so I lose them.
I need better friends.
No, you don't.
Uh,
You need to be more like them.
Guys, I'll say that like you continue down your path, you have all of this discussions and everything. You set up camp for the night, and then you'd probably have the rest of the next day to reach the base of the mountain. But just asking if any other small bits you want to do during the rest, during the watches. The rest will go uneventful, so won't roll for anything.
I want to talk with Silo, but after you guys, like before you go there.
Would you
Okay.
like coming with?
So you could, for example, we can say that you two take one of the rests, one of the
On
watches.
the watches.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
We
let's
can
do
say
it in
that
turn.
all of us,
So-
if we talk with Son of White mostly, if it's a one-to-one.
Yeah, if it's a one-to-one, it's during a watch. Yeah.
Any preferred orders?
Should we roll this?
Yeah, rollies.
Rollies.
So the two of us. And roll. You roll, because.
I rolled the 2.
I rolled a 4.
Ooh!
11.
So them, us, you guys.
12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now only one
I
from
rolled.
us.
You already
Because
said
We're gonna go
Yeah,
last.
Okay, okay.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
the
It's my
pink
fault.
team goes last.
No.
No, that's better
this is
actually.
one.
That's better.
Yeah, I know.
Barbie team.
It's a party.
Barbie area.
Yeah.
I wanted to
Yeah.
say this from the beginning.
Oh,
But how cool is it that we have a fallen god called Kenku?
Call me Ken.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence! Wait.
I don't know what we're doing.
what was it?
I think I am murdering you.
How do hands work?
Okay, go.
Go.
Who?
The tour.
If
What?
you want to do anything
Yeah, if you want
special,
to
if
do
not,
anything
we
special.
could just.
Are we taking first watch?
If you
If
want,
you
I
want,
mean,
I mean,
watches go uneventful, but I just asked if during your watches you want to do anything. It's not mandatory, of course, but for example, we had those that want to do something. If you want to do something,
Could be rolled, and I was like, okay.
I didn't roll.
You didn't roll? You went roll. But I think you're stuck with me. So
Oh no.
then you see Shelly just chilling and patrolling the area of the camp, just picking. We found because we're in the mountains, there would probably be blueberries or something.
yeah, some
higher up
wild
in
berries,
the,
yeah, some shrubs here
I'm like
and there.
being excited about it because like his stash was almost ran out because they were in a
Yeah.
cave. So
If you're looking for berries, roll me
nature?
survival
Oh.
or nature. Yeah, one of
Okay,
one
let
of
me-
either
let me see.
survival or nature.
A berry check, yeah. Where is it? Or what's it? I'm gonna roll survival now. Actually.
Barbary.
Woo!
What's that?
Yes, I put the berry in barbarian. It's a 22.
22.
Oh, the bit like. Please.
You
I come
that-
back with the shrub.
yeah, you definitely managed to pick up a basket full of berries. You managed to find the right bushes, but you also do manage to find
Mushrooms.
some berries that are sort of glittering slightly as you look at them, and
We're getting lit tonight.
you would know that these sort of berries, not only do they taste wonderful, but they also give you one temporary hit point. Yeah, they're very good berries.
Very, very good.
So yeah, I'd say
How
you
many
find
did I
these are a bit more rare, but because of your roll, I'll say you find 8 of them. 8 good berries. That these ones also you would know since you're a berries expert. They don't expire or anything.
Very.
They wouldn't get mushy or anything. They're a bit rare, but yeah, you do manage
Okay.
to find a few.
They glow in the dark, so it's.
Shiny a bit to the light. They
Okay.
Yeah.
So I returned to the camp. I didn't wander off to.
It's okay. I kept watch while you were gone.
Oh, that's so nice. I am back. Would you like a berry?
Sure.
These are shiny.
Should I eat them all?
No.
Only
You
8?
get one.
Get one and eat it now.
You get one shiny and you can pick whichever, and I pull like a tiny shrub. And you can pick whatever you
And
want.
should I eat it now? What does it do? Gives me energy?
I got a lot of energy from it.
Should I eat it? Will something funny happen to me?
No, I don't think so.
I put it on my tongue now.
Okay.
Last chance.
No.
I eat it.
The good berry. It tastes wonderful. Like for a small thing, it's so full of flavor, and it's like your mouth explodes with tons of flavors, and
It's so good. Wow, so super good.
it's very juicy. And
You should give us two because you know we're two people.
But don't you have the same stomach?
No.
Are you sure?
Well,
My mama told me that only cows have 4 stomachs.
I'm moo.
and you get 1 temporary hit point, but
One.
I don't know. Things were looking kind of tense today between Drave and Whisper.
Was so much drama. No, Draven and Silas. So much drama. So much yelling. I loved it. It was just like in my village. My 2 neighbors, the Dickers, I always made popped corn and, sit in the backyard and watch their show.
What is popped corn?
You know corn? Maize? Well, you take out the kernels and you put them in a pot with flour oil, sunflower oil,
Okay.
and or olive oil
Or butter.
or butter, but yeah. And then you put a lid on top and wait for them to pop, and they pop like flowers.
They
like
taste
white
like flowers?
They taste so yummy, but not like flowers. They taste like
Poppyco.
like let's say something like a light potato.
Okay. I want to search for popcorn now.
We will make when we find the kitchen and
Yay.
corn,
I have a pan and I put like a pan from.
but we don't have
Okay.
corn and a lid,
Okay.
and we
And I
need
put it. I have a lid somewhere, and I go back into the shell,
bye.
and I come back out like,
Ah, but do they match?
it doesn't matter.
It does. Does this pot with this lid match?
Yes, I think.
And the lid goes all the way inside the pot. No.
Okay.
Who taught you cooking?
Nobody actually.
I will.
Yay!
But no, now let's do something fun. And I throw the pan like in my
But that
bag.
was my plan.
We will take it back later, when they're not filming us. Let's do something fun. Let's do a classic CPPP smelly shelly mess around.
I was wondering. So
I know, that's why I'm
something tells me that you also know about
Of course I know.
Draven and how he feels.
Yeah. I told him if he's doing something stupid, I can bitch slap him from the distance.
So, and that's different from the bitch that
Yeah.
Wither is calling.
No, it's the same bitch.
Okay.
Same attitude.
Okay. What if we write
Oh,
a cute, or I'm not that poetic, but maybe a nice message and leave it, put it in Whisper. But Whisper might sense it because they
yeah,
have.
Let's make the other ways. Let's write Draven a poem from Whisper.
Oh.
But
Why that's
We can.
or maybe we could pick some flowers and leave them for Whisper to find in the morning and just leave a note
but-
saying D.
Yeah, but she will go, Draven, did you give me this? And she will say no. Maybe might be another D. Like,
Does she need another D?
Dream, the Sildrin,
Sheldon, but I
Dun, the
never.
Sheldon, DP, Dilo,
Uh,
Dolu. Brenek.
DM. Oh, what? Hey. Hello.
Hello.
But we can live. We can live Draven. A note that says, "Say yes to everything Whisper asks."
No.
Yes.
Think about something gesture and romantic.
We make Draven a Whisper cloak with their face on.
No. Oh, I should have prepared for this. I have nothing.
I can carry Draven and put it like closer to Whisper.
Whisper does this all by herself, you know, like when she dropped the Benjamin, it's like, why even bother?
I
Right.
don't know.
So,
Benjamin.
We can write a message to Draven from Whisper and write it in Primordial because I know some and he will.
I don't know.
I know it. Zorux knows it.
Oh, hello, Zolix.
How? This is the top friendly level I can get to. Ooh, socializing.
Right.
I prefer killing them.
Okay,
So,
that's bad.
if anything else, I can say that you spend the night just coming up with
Yes.
some
there's no-
plans that
will
you can
give you
put
the-
in,
we will
in
give you the
motion.
note.
Yeah.
Let's chat and
Yeah. But next watch, you two or okay.
Hey, have you slept okay?
Yeah.
I think that rock just kind of blew my neck, man. Holy shit.
I need a few more minutes.
It's Pebble.
So I summon Siltwin
Okay.
to do the watch, but instead he does the zoomies.
Like one of my cats at 6 in the morning.
Are you ready to return home? I mean, as close to home as you can to find the Brotherhood?
Ready? I'm not sure. If I don't know what to expect.
Yeah,
I'm not ready.
me neither. Have you thought if, let's say, we were to meet those Cabal guys, would you like to ask them some questions?
Of course.
How about this? And we might talk to the group about it. If we meet them and we do fighting, we save two of them. I mean, we let them live. You take one for interrogations, I take one for me.
Or we beat them, we save the two, we keep them alive.
No,
We break a stick in half,
okay.
give each a half. No, give only half of it to the two of them and have them fight for who lives to talk
Yeah, but-
about it.
But they might escape. I mean, that's
We're
the-
there. I mean,
But I have my own interrogation skills and tools, which I want to use on one of them. I mean, I've bought a hammer and a metal stake for this exact reason.
I see.
Because, you know, I mean, I won't kill them, I will heal them because I'm a good guy, but I want to make sure that, you know, their answers are truthful. No.
I see. Not a bad idea.
Also, do you know that, although I think it's already said, the other Leonin guy from Ipsinabul, what's his name?
Iptin?
Iptin, thanks.
He really needs to have some answers, one way or another.
Yeah, but who is he? I mean, how do you know him?
While I was part of the mercenary group called the Brotherhood, there were no established leaders, so to say. It was more like an anarchy. Each did what was best for himself, and but you could still get help from the more experienced ones. My brother was the most experienced at that time, who also had a bit of charisma, let's say, in leading charge or organizing the camp. You could say that Iptin was, although with no official title, he would be like the second in the Brotherhood.
And who was the first?
My brother, Dios, the Grey Mane.
So, is there a possibility, just asking, that he wanted your brother out so that he would be number one?
So that he will be number one?
Yeah.
I doubt it. He would still, for that he would still need the Brotherhood. They never came back to the camp. It was a good camp. One would not just abandon it.
But,
They wanted to continue this.
so you said that you waited for about 2 months to leave instead for your brother? Were you alone? I mean,
I was mostly alone, if you consider having Silton around also alone.
oh, so your brother and the guys you went with, those were the last members of the Brotherhood?
The rest of the Brotherhood. So they all went in a mission, except for me.
So you're the last member of the Brotherhood left alive? I mean, left, not
No.
to insinuate that he's dead.
Of course not. He's not dead.
I know, but I just asked.
The last member that was left in the camp, that's all.
So you will carry the legacy if, you know... Okay, that's...
I don't know if I will continue the legacy. I've already altered the name to Dark Cloud Brotherhood, which
But-
I will take as my own and do with it as a chance comes around.
Do you feel any pressure?
Pressure.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
pressure. That's if you have a big rock that pressures you, you only have to push harder.
well, yeah, but is it healthy?
Yes, very. You do it up and down and up and down, and it's very healthy. You
I-
don't have to be intimidated.
No, I'm not sure. But I can barely push a pebble. So.
I've seen how you can barely push a pebble out of the way.
Oh, so it's that obvious?
It is, even to us that are not so experienced as you are.
But I mean, it's strange when you tell people that, hey, you know, I've been married. They always assume that you're some kind of a charismatic bombshell that we can go on with anybody. That's not true.
If it makes you feel any better, you are no longer considered the one to have the most experience in the group.
Yeah, I know.
I believe CP is.
I know that, and that it's kind of...
Let's not talk about it.
Yeah, that's... Yep, yep. Not with you, at least, I mean.
You want to talk about it with someone else?
Goba. I mean, definitely.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah,
Yeah.
Popa.
How does that make you feel?
Okay, suppose.
Do you think he has... Not the chance, because we all know that he has the chance.
Genitalia.
The capacity to understand what happens?
Oh, definitely.
Because
It's his courage that I'm doubting.
I think he has courage. I mean, he's been with us till now, so... And we've seen some stuff.
He has more than he thinks.
He's definitely afraid of you, kinda.
I was just playing with you.
And even he's afraid of me. I mean, what the hell? A bit, not. I mean, he knows I'm a pushover, so it's not.
I think it's the.
Yeah, but I haven't fed on him. I mean, maybe I made a joke about it once.
He offered me.
Yeah. But I don't, you know, people, unless they tell me, hey, I want you to me, which sounds really dirty, but it's not. That's why I will never bite, for example, Silo. Because, no.
Consent.
Consent.
Yeah. Do you want to see some of the trainings I've had with Sildred in the time?
Yeah.
Okay, you can.
Okay. Oh, it will be exciting. I want you to think about it, okay?
Yeah.
And I will think about the training you had.
Yep. So sometime after, at some point, I was when I was alone in the camp when I was ambushed by a group of thieves, and Siltrin helped me while Siltrin looked and did nothing. Maybe a week after that, you see how he helped me to train very hard and learn to fight multiple opponents at once.
So,
By myself.
so hold up. Is your shadow Siltrin? He has to attack only if you think about attacking someone else. Doesn't he do that on his own?
I don't know how it works. I do think of attacking it, or like when you go into a fight, you visualize it. Bless you. And you think, hey, I'm gonna go there and sneak that around that guy and impale him, and then the other one will see me and I have to rush towards him, and in the meantime I have to be on the lookout for the other two guys so that they won't get the drop on me, and some things just happen in advance, and I think Siltrin takes over at some point some part of the plan. I think that's what happened.
You know, you can go to someone and tell them, hey, I'm a cleric. You can summon Siltrin, because that's kind of like my spiritual weapon, basically.
I tried that once.
Be a cleric to
Tell people that I'm a gifted cleric. When we were in Gadia, I tried to look into this religion thing. I couldn't levitate like the other ones could, and so I summoned Siltrin and levitated him, but they saw through the joke. It was a joke.
wait.
And they kicked me out.
In Gadia, clerics need to levitate. Because I definitely can't do that.
No? Oh, that's what I thought I must do.
I can fall like a rock, but I can't levitate.
That I can do. I can fall like a rock as well.
Yeah. The only one I think can help us levitate is Whisper. And maybe Go.
Yes.
Because I've seen them do that once.
And Windward.
And Windward.
Alright. I want to say that first I need to roll me a performance check to see how well you rate it.
Performance?
You want to run?
But I wrote it, or we wrote it already.
Yeah, I know, but depends if you can write it as a whisper. It's in what language? In common, I guess, so you can understand. But you still need to kind of get her writing style. It's more about that. Their writing style.
Parenthesis, did you want it first to write it in primordial?
There was an option, but
Because I don't speak primordial.
Yeah.
I speak Elvish.
But
And
you have
you roll me a perception.
detect. Do I roll with advantage because Shell is helping?
Sure. Okay.
Natural ones we roll. 2 7s. Plus
Okay.
performance 10.
Okay, so
17. Wow.
you did wake up, but like while you were stretching, you didn't quite realize that you've pushed this piece of note somewhere. But yeah, you've had this talk, and you start looking around, and you see next to your bedroll that there was this letter.
But it's not a bedroll. Oh, bedroll.
A bedroll.
I understood bedroll, and I was like, come on,
No,
17,
no.
bruh.
Next to the bedroll.
It's a 20 for Draven. I mean,
Vampire English.
Yeah.
vampire.
And yeah,
Yeah, we'll
just-
read it after the. I know it's fake. I know.
you don't know it's fake.
You don't
You
know.
just
He met.
What did you roll?
17.
no. The thing is,
And the roll-
I'm saying
I mean-
at this point you just see the note.
Ah,
It's a bit folded and
Okay,
such.
then let me get into the mood of.
Do you read
Because-
it with me or without me?
It's morning, so
It's getting close
Yeah,
to.
so I
We
guess-
did not do the third round.
Yeah, I
so
know.
we skipped.
So
if
yeah, we skipped someone, but
yeah, no. Yours will be our final one. So this is why I say it's
Yeah.
not sunrise. It's almost getting to sunrise. They had the first watch.
yeah, we had the
You are on the second one,
and
and there we'll have the last
Whisper
one.
and Style will have the different. I mean, our part it's
So-
kind of done with.
Will you read it in front of me or you go to the side?
I will go to the side,
Okay.
just to
While you do that, I also go to the side of the camp, but just
yeah.
right next to it, so it's not unprotected,
Okay.
not out of sight. And but you do first.
Meanwhile, you
You do
can.
first.
I do first.
You do first.
Okay. So is the moon up in the sky?
It is.
Okay. Okay.
Well, actually, it would be, but not that.
Doesn't matter.
It's somewhere over there. It's not quite up. It's
That's
somewhere more
just
to the
fine.
side, but it's there.
Yeah. So I look at it and I look at Siltwin. Now his zoomies are settled. He's settled, and I ponder.
Okay. And as you go do that,
The moon ponders back.
no. As you start looking at it, even the sleep you had previous, that short part when you had to rest, it was a bit uncomfortable. You weren't quite sure why. Like you could sleep, but like in that state, all you could see, even trying actively to switch what you're dreaming of, they all led to images of the moon. And during that short rest you had previously, it made you ponder on what's happening, why you feel like this. And you go to the side, you stay there, and start looking towards the moon. And you see that there is a very small flash of the faint bluish hue that Sorella emits, and that twinkle as it hits your eyes, you kind of your eyes close and your mind drifts somewhere else. And as you're staying there, like now eyes closed, you feel like this vivid dream of sorts that's around you and in your mind's eye, and you find yourself on a very flat, plain space that's devoid of anything. It's pitch black all around. The only thing you see, it's this flat surface that's smooth and has a mirror-like surface, because you do look down and you see your reflections. And then as you take a moment to understand where you are, from below erupts various pieces of material that are all mirrors, and creates this almost mirror labyrinth around you. And you look all around and you see these multiple reflections of yourself, and you're wondering what's happening. And even if, like, you, let's say, move a hand, they do imitate yeah, they do imitate some of your movements, but it creates a strange illusory effect. What do you do?
So I can't see through the illusion. How about if I try to see from above the illusion? I try to summon Seal Twin above me to have a bird's eye view.
Okay. Thing is, these mirrors are not only your height; they extend like quite up there. But you do focus your powers to summon Seal Twin, and you do see that he is not in your space, so to say. He appears from the mirrored reflection surfaces, and you don't see yourself in the mirror anymore. It's just when you think of it, your reflection in the mirror just raises and does your biddings, and then due to the mirror effect, they even duplicate, and you see this what's it called, progress of seeing the smaller
Progression.
yeah, and they imitate, but you don't see there yourself. I mean, yeah, your reflection in those mirrors are not there, just your Seal Twin.
You're a vampire.
I'm a wizard, Terry. Seal Twin.
You're concerned.
Seal Twin. Is that you?
Okay, your words reach out, and at that point, the mirror reflection, you seem to lose a bit of control over it, as you ask that question, there is no response, and you think for a second, maybe I can lower it. You seem to lose a bit of grasp on the powers as you're in here.
I release it. I release the control.
Yeah, so you kind of decouple, but it looks like the mirror image of Sildren still remains in there. But as they do, they sort of slowly descend into a spiraling manner, as you see sort of one mirror reflection exiting from one mirror, entering another, and it creates a illusionary sort of thing that a bit messes with your head, seeing all of these weird angles and reflections. But at some point, you look into this and you see again yourself, which it has this also monochrome looking color scheme, black and white, and the only hints, it's again the same faint bluish, light bluish tint that emanates Cyrilla, and it is at that point when you feel a small rumble, and the mirrors all crash, leaving only Seal Twin in there. But now that you're free from the mirror, you can see that behind him, in this dark empty void, there's only Seal Twin and the big moon Cyrilla behind. And slowly, as you watch this, still a bit confused, you see as Siltwin slowly starts changing shape, transforming into an entity that you haven't seen before, but probably that you might faintly recognize its voices. You've heard it once the first time you got your powers. And you see Siltwin transforming into this, again, monochrome figure that looks female in nature, has some sort of metallic wings around her, and has a silvery mask, just with a few eye sockets, and has this nice silvery helmet as well that almost protrudes as horns on her side, and with a metallic almost halo that swirls around. And she says to you that well, my new champion, we meet again. I am Lissim, the one that's been granting you these powers. It seems that you have been training in how to control it better. I'm glad to see that the gift I've given you has not gone to waste, and you are able to have control over it. Though now comes a time that I need to ask you to aid me, or else you might risk losing all of these powers. Do you say anything?
She said her name, right?
Listen.
Okay. Listen. Are you a god?
I used to be part of the pantheon long ago, but due to my, so to say, involvement and passion to see some of the ideals and goals of my brethren go through, I had to take some decisions and measures they weren't quite keen on, and as such saw me as a traitor and banished me from the pantheon. But I plan that hopefully one day I may return back and plead my case once again, make them see the truth on the matters that are of great importance.
Nobody seems to know who you are. They're not even sure to whom the moon belongs. So the gods did this? They erased the memory of you?
I'm not sure how the gods have progressed in their attempt to bring forth the ultimate champions, but it seems that in the process they've deemed fair to erase me, yes, from their mentions, but it's been a long time since I was on the mortal plane. You see, it's hard for me even being here now to talk to you because of the prison realm where I find myself in. But I know that lately something has been just hurting me, hurting Cyrilla, which in turn weakens me. And I know my enemies must work from the mortal plane somewhere, and I need help. I am able to grant you more powers in exchange for you dealing with this threat, these enemies that hide in your plane and are out there to get me.
Is that why you make the blood moon every 500 years?
First of all, the blood moon happens every 10 years, but
10 years,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, so no, the other one was 500 years,
It's probably when it started, it was, yeah. But anyway, she says, no, that I believe to be the cause of why it's sort of corrupting me and hurting me from the inside. I feel uneasiness. I'm filled with rage, with anger that I can't control, and I fear I might do something stupid if this is not dealt with. This is not something of my own making. It's something I feel and pains me.
Why did you choose me? Did this have anything to do with the Brotherhood disappearing?
I do not know what brotherhood you're talking about, but you can say I took a gamble because I saw a small window of opportunity to unleash my aura and powers to someone out there in the mortal realm, hopefully someone worthy enough to be able to control these powers. And you're the lucky one, it seems like, to have been bestowed these powers.
I agree. I am lucky indeed. I can even make Goba scared, and he's quite powerful.
So, I ask you again, would you be willing to be my champion, and in exchange for further powers and to find out what's eating me from the inside, what's causing all of this pain I feel every now and then?
I willingly accept your contract.
And she then puts an arm, a hand over your arm, and you feel immediately renewed and invigorated, and there's a surge of energy all around you. You look at your hands, and for a split second there are these swirling shards of mirrors around you, and there's this almost faint silvery bluish aura around you that's the same emanating from Cirilla. And as soon as she pulls her hand off you, she says, good, now help me. You must find those beings that have placed this curse upon the and then it's when she falls to her knees, and you see her pulsating red for a split second. You are a bit confused on what's happening, and you try to reach for her, but then the platform beneath you and even the void around you seems to have been sort of a bubble that shatters into pieces of glass and mirror, and you then snap out of it, now back on the material plane, and you snap out of it, and you wonder what's happening. You instinctively look up, and probably you, Draven, being there as well, would observe, the rest are sleeping, but you would observe something that you would know, that which stars up in the sky, they sort of create, they start shining, some dim a little bit, some brighten up to create some sort of illusory form, magic of sorts, that has almost a very good replica of the moon Cyrilla, but now only sketched, so to say, with the stars. So the brightness of the stars create this image of Cyrilla. And you would have known this because as the blood moon happens every 10 years, this is a magic by Eryx, which signifies that you are 2 weeks away from the next blood moon happening.
Oh.
So, yeah, and yeah, we will pick it up after the break. As we'll see what this implies and whatnot, but
It's a
right.
lot of
The blood moon.
Yeah.
Yes, the blood.
yeah.
Don't suck on the
I wanted to suck at the moon. But it's like, you know the cats when they see a bird and they go like, that's really right.
It is so interesting that I said something by complete accident about Keneka because he's super connected to the blood moon. I said it's off character because I'm not sure.
It's true.
It's
It's
super-
when he died, he placed the curse of the blood moon.
But nobody knows that.
He
right?
was,
No, it is known
But-
in the
do we
history.
also know who killed him? That
Zarus, yeah, the
Zarus,
Emperor of
killed-
Justice.
So basically, he created the blood moon by banishing.
When he's slain, it's in the record. It says that with his dying breath, the last thing he did
The
was to
bonus
place
action before she died.
yeah, to place the curse
Is
on
it
the
like
Absolutely,
a
yeah.
prison or a curse of Keneka, or is it this we don't
that
know?
you don't know.
Okay, we just know that basically this is connected with
With the blood moon, yeah.
With
But I guess
Keneka
we'll
and his
see.
banishment.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
this
we'll see. Yeah, of course. We'll see after the break, guys. See you in a bit.
I can eat that.
The ballable mouth is mouth.
Aw. Nom nom nom.
Nom nom.
Aw.
Nom 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 nom.
You're a weirdo.
Welcome back. And now we resume after some interesting developments with Sildren and his patron that happened. And we also saw that that the announcements for the upcoming Blood Moon have been put in place by this magical spell that Erix does every 10 years. So, we will continue with you two finishing off your watch while you do various small bits here and there. And we move on to the last watch, which is with Xylo and Whisper. Oh. Also,
No. I'm just reading this to myself. I'm not going to interact right now because
But
Maybe
can we
the board.
know as players?
I will
know.
RP that, but
Oh,
not
okay,
now.
okay.
'cause-
okay, you take that letter into consideration. One last thing I'll say before this.
Oh, to
Roll
roll
me.
a-
This would be a
Investigation.
insight, yeah,
Or investigation. one.
because you rolled on the a 9, I think, on the
9.
Nine. A total 9.
I didn't have
on the
an,
performance to try to
Oh.
mimic.
no, I rolled more. I have plus.
Did you have a
On the
17?
perception, I rolled an 18 and she.
No, insight now.
Insight is the 9. So
Okay,
yeah, it's
in this
way
case,
below.
we'll say that
I
you really
believe it.
think
Yeah,
it's written
I
by
know,
Whisper.
I know.
That's what I want to get to, you know?
I know.
So your forgery was...
Spot on.
Yes, forgery.
Okay, so you read that, but you keep it to yourself. And yeah, we then move on to the last watch with Whisper and Xylo.
In the night, but you know, Whisper has this habit. They go very, very close to someone and then they surround them like a bit of a tornado and some gusts of wind just blowing and playing with the hair and clothes and so on. And they get very, very close, like enveloping you with their bodies. Also, Windwell, they do the same. They have the same habit. And you find yourself awakening in a bundle of Whisper and Windwell.
Okay. Yeah, well, you will find me in a sort of a meditative position, and of course I'm preparing myself mentally for what is to come. So basically you will somehow awaken me from my meditation / prayer. And I will slowly open my eyes.
Morning. It's our time to do the watching. But I do not need to do the watching because I have the senses and the hearing.
Right. I am awake now. Tell me.
Do you see anyone or hear anyone?
Well, I can hear Goba snoring as always.
Yeah.
You know how.
Yeah, he does the sleeping aloud when he is the drunk.
Did you notice that CP sometimes has like a little, what do you call it? A whistle coming from her nostril? And did you ever hear that? She does that in her sleep.
She's very cute. She does the... It's very cute, yeah.
It is because it's very small, you know, so like it's exactly how you build a whistle when you make it with a small hole so that the wind goes through. But you understand the wind's way.
Yeah, I do. I have a friend who goes in there and just makes the noise. It's called the Little Windy. Hello, Little Windy. And you see nothing crossing by. It's very small, you can't see.
You see little farty.
Farty is a different friend.
Just curious, because I always had this pondering about how you see things. Oh, that's very close.
Okay, so you did the now. I forgot I have to not do it just
Do you
with them.
actually see the winds as I see the gods, like embodied in
I
the-
don't need to see them, I feel them.
But I feel it too.
Yeah,
You
but
just went
I feel them where they're passing.
do it like this. He is blowing from the direction. of the-
But See, you're feeling it with the finger.
Okay.
I'm feeling it.
With my senses. It's blind sense.
With my blind senses.
I
I have a bigger, higher connection with all the winds.
Oh. Oh, I see. So basically you don't need to seek it out that much. It's like you are part of it.
Yes, and it's like you're seeing the people crossing over. I'm just seeing winds just going and coming and doing their job, mostly helping people to breathe.
And, you know, for the season to change as well.
Yeah, and make small tornadoes like I usually use in the metaphors.
Do they come from a certain place? Like, were they made by someone?
Some of them, all of them were made from long before the gods were made, when the earth was the created.
This is what I don't understand. I always thought that this place was made and built by the gods from nothing.
No, before the gods, they were other makers.
What did you call them other than gods? Like, maker is equal and similar to God.
Yeah, but they were not your gods.
So it was different gods, but still gods, just different.
Just say they had not a desire to necessarily build a faith around them, or a cult or a religion. They had a desire to build the world and make things function, like air, like water, like plants, growth, physics, stuff like that.
So it's like an engineer or an architect that builds a building and the temples and everything.
Yeah, but more natural.
Oh, I see. So wait, does that mean that your gods are the gods of the gods that I believe in?
I don't have the gods. Also,
Well, I mean
my
your
makers were
makers.
destroyed.
Oh, I see.
We destroyed everything in order to prevent any corruption, and on that foundation that we have built and was destroyed, your people could grow on, your gods could evolve. I am not a child of theirs. I don't think they want me here.
But I mean, they allowed our gods to exist and to create and to let us live.
They allowed them because they were not here to stop them. Everything got destroyed.
But do they want to stop the gods
I don't
from
know.
existing?
So, my makers, they created the world, but then we had to destroy it. All completely, a whole society, millennia ago,
Okay.
in order to prevent the corruption. The spread of the corruption of something that also corrupted more.
Oh yes, I remember that. And the things that the text that we found on the Rosetta Stone.
Exactly. So we're trying also to stop that. We have succeeded in stopping that, so the cycle will not repeat. But what I'm saying, that my people that were created millennia ago was destroyed. The culture was erased from existence. So your people and your gods could be made.
So do you think that our gods do not know about this?
I don't know. I do not know your gods. Honestly, what I wanted to talk to you is I really want to understand the religion part. What is sin? What is faith? Then what is sin again, and how do you repent?
Ever since you are born or you start to understand the world around you,
Like me.
yes, you have like a guidebook. It is like a set rule. A set rule. A set of rules, if you want, right? That tells you, it's like, it's not really commanding you to do things in a certain way, but it's guiding you towards what is good and what is bad, because the people before you and the gods dictated that this is good or bad. So it is like having a book that tells you what to do and what not to do.
Like a
piece of paper that controls your decisions. It is not a piece of paper, it is the word of the gods put into a book. And I'm going to show you the book.
Okay.
And the book is called, in a very silly way, it's the book from the mountain called What is Impossible for Us is Possible with Toko. And there...
It has very nice the title.
And there's two doves flying, entangled, sort of like they fly with each other, and then there's the sign of how one should sit in meditation and prayer. And then you see there are some rules that say do not love your love your friends as you love yourself. Do not harm others, do not kill, do not cheat, do not lie.
So depending on the faith, each has a piece of paper that is guided. For example, this is for Toko.
This is mainly for Toko, but kind of all the gods agree in a certain way that in order for the world to be at peace and its people to have a good and, peaceful and harmonious life, they all must keep a certain way of behaving with each other.
Oh, okay. And what is sin?
Sin is when you stray away from these rules and you want to not care about the gods and not care about the other ones around you, and you ignore this set of rules. That is what sin is.
And what about if you don't get to live by the rules? What, you just can't, or you don't have the capabilities?
Yes, but looking at this set of rules, do you think it's good to kill? You as a person, is it a good thing? Is it nice?
Killing, it's a part of a balance. Like, imagine if everybody would live. You would not have air to breathe.
Yes, of course, but also, just like in nature, the gods keep the balance of the people. They decide who lives or dies. It's a natural selection, but made through their will.
Ah, okay.
Kind of, like the squirrel is eaten by the eagle, and the eagle
is eaten by the shark.
Is hit by the storm, and, like that.
Ah, that's the interesting. I know that. It's the balance. It's the great balance of the wind.
So this is how, even for us people, each god makes sure that from their commands, this balance happens in all of the world.
I get it. And how do you repent from making a sin? Because
you have another book where it shows you how to meditate and think about your actions and repent for them, but truly. And because it's like, a guided meditation, it's like an introspection. When you think, I did something bad, and then you think about it all of the time.
I did something bad. Can you teach me how to repent?
But
I did not obey. I did not obey by the book that is my faith, and I want to repent.
Okay.
Can you teach me how to do that?
Yes, but you said that you have no gods. Towards whom are you going to pray? To yourself?
So, do you know how I was given the form, the humanoid form? My air essence was captured by a shaman, and through rituals and a process that I personally don't really understand now, I was placed and blown upon this body so I can have a humanly form. And I just woke up bare. That means the naked. And I start wondering, and wandering.
You wandered naked?
Yes,
for
I
people
didn't
to
know
see
that.
you?
Yes, but imagine like you woke up naked.
I mean, I want to cover myself in sheets.
Because you
It's a
were
very
taught
safe,
so,
shameful.
right? You were taught so. So I wandered in the woods. I wandered in the
Naked
woods.
in the woods, I'm sorry.
So I wandered in the woods, and first I met a squirrel, and they taught me how to eat. I sucked on an acorn, and it was not very nutritious, but at least I know how to eat. And then I saw a dead elf in the woods.
Did you help the dead?
Did I help?
Yes.
No, it was dead.
Okay.
So it's not much that I can do. Like what I helped is be sure that their belongings get recycled. So I used them and dressed in this beautiful outfit that I have. And I found also a glowing stone that is very nice.
My face is like
And-
so many nose trying to
then-
come out and being
then,
like.
and then I also think I found my faith. So I found the book that I have read and kept abiding by. And this little note.
Okay.
But I am committing the sin because I cannot keep this.
If it's something that is private between you and your God, which is your essence, right? So far, this is what I understand. That you are.
Its name is Leaf.
Oh. It's if it. You don't need to share personal things with others. You can share only with yourself.
Okay,
And if you need.
can you teach me how to pray?
Okay.
And then maybe I pray alone?
Okay, so it is very simple. The simplest mantra.
Yes.
It is to understand that you are one with your God, your essence, let's say, right?
Essence, let's say, right.
And then you just kneel down.
Okay.
You
Like
put
this?
your okay. May
Yes.
just like do the same as I do, and you see this giant tree falling as if cut from her knees. Like I fall to my knees, and then we put our hands together like this. We close our eyes.
Whisper will also fall. But like in a dramatic way, like
More
a dancer
gracious,
would have.
maybe it's like.
And then they will rise up and do like this. Okay.
And then 3 times we say the next, and we think about our sin and how we want to make it right. And we say, I am she, for she is me, and we are all together.
I am they, for they are me, and we are all together.
Perfect. And now say it 3 times.
I am days.
I am they,
I am they,
for,
for they are me,
and we are.
and we are all together. I am their they, for they are me, and we are all together.
Amen.
Amen.
Do you
Right.
feel different now?
Well, not really. But can you also speak from the heart?
I mean, it's only like that how you feel different. Maybe you didn't speak from your heart.
No, but like, not your words.
Oh yes, of course. It's called like you commune with the gods, because once you say the prayer, it like opens a gate to their, them listening, and then you can tell them whatever you want, but do it in your head, not out loud,
Okay.
because it's very personal. And
But why not out loud? Why do if they can't hear?
because they hear it, you open the gate and they hear you instantly. Now you start the communion, and now you can just close your eyes, no more words, and then you tell them what you want them
But
to
what
hear.
if they don't understand primordial thoughts?
This is, I never.
What about if I don't? I think your God can't understand thoughts and speech unless it's the language.
We'll
that
talk
you-
with Ken. That's actually how she spoke to me today. If you
What
want,
about
I can ask her. Do you want me to do that?
Probably.
Okay. So you want me to ask her if they know how to speak primordial?
No.
Do they- okay.
If I am a child of theirs and if
Is-
I belong in any
Is
way.
her a child? I have a very bad memory of yours. And do you belong? Okay. Do they? And do they speak primordial? Yes. Do they? I'm sorry, I ran away from the monastery when they were like sort of teaching us the more deeper things, and I only know the basics. I know that I'm very limited, and don't tell the others because it's a very big shame, you know, for a priestess of Toko to not know everything there is to know about the gods. But, I mean, I will ask, because she told me she will speak to me today.
Okay.
This morning, actually, in a few hours. That is why.
Can you tell me what she said? They say?
Well, they said that I shouldn't worry so much, and that she was very sorry for not talking to me in a very long time, because I was like, okay, I stirred away from the path and I was drinking with you guys, and that's very, you know, it's a sin. It's a very big sin. And it was really bad that I did that. So when she said like, it is okay, my child, you didn't sin as much as you thought. Well, and then she said that in the morning she will speak to me and tell me what I need to do. I kind of was like, whew, so, you know, it wasn't that bad. But then they said something very powerful, that they need to go back to the mountain, to the sacred mountain, and take care of something. And I think that there's a problem. And I think that the gods need help.
Yeah, but it's a problem that the gods, your gods, will fix, right? If they said they take care of something, it doesn't mean you just have to wait.
Well, usually, you know, when they are in trouble, you go and help them. That is how you manifest.
Help the gods?
Well, you help them by believing in them, which gives them strength. And it helps them understand that, you know, they did good when they created you. And afterwards, you will know what you need to do from what they tell you, because you are not, you don't belong to yourself. Your mind and your body belongs to them, and your entire life. It starts and ends with them, you know.
This sounds very extreme.
I mean, it is not. I'm very happy every day to know that I have a purpose, and this is my purpose. It's very easy to have a purpose and not to wander around the world not knowing if it is love like you're seeking, or to learn something about. I don't need to learn something about.
I'm not seeking love. I'm seeking the understanding of love.
Oh,
because this is my...
How is that different?
It's different because... Look.
I said so.
Look, I'm gonna share I feel that it's important.
Okay.
And I feel that the book of truth that I found in the pocket is the supreme truth of everything. Look.
Does it say the book of truth, like with big letters on the cover?
No, it's the first thing that I've found, and I think it means something.
Okay.
It says like this.
Okay,
So, ever since I was born in this form, I'm trying to respect this. But I'm trying to, and I'm failing every day. So, I think I need to repent. It says, I wish I knew the ultimate secret of life earlier, which is, love conquers all. Signed, Leaf.
Leaf is not I never heard of Leaf as
It doesn't matter, it's
or...
the first thing that I found, and I think it's the important.
But if you find it on the floor, I mean, I found a lot of
found
things
it in
on
the
floor.
sacred pocket of this clothes. How dare you?
Okay. Sacred pocket, was it glowing or...
The rock near to it was glowing. Look, it's very beautiful.
It is not fair for me to pass judgment. If you want, I can also ask Mother about this. Who this Leaf is and...
Oh, yes, please.
Okay. Who is Leaf? Maybe I should take questions from everyone, and tomorrow when I know for sure that Mother is going to talk to me, ask her all the questions and make like a list.
The thing is, like, your last watch was close to sunrise.
No, I know for sure that I wouldn't have time to wake everyone up.
Like, let's say you would start your watch around 6 in the morning or something.
Okay.
And, you are having these discussions, and all of a sudden we're thinking, oh, I should get more questions. You see that around you there is quite close to you starts flying a dove.
Oh, okay.
That starts circling around you, and then another one starts joining, and they do this lovely dance around them, so to say. After which they both fly a bit off into the distance, and you're watching this. You see that they go around to a figure that you recognize as Loco, being standing over there watching, and the doves just perch on her shoulders. And,
Do you see that?
Do I see that?
You do see it as well.
Yes, I see that.
See, I told you it is real. I think I must go. Do you want to come with? Do you want to ask questions? Do you want to personally, like...
Do you want me to come with and ask questions? Because it feels like an intimate moment.
I mean, it always is, but she has shown herself to you.
I'm gonna sit here, and if they need me, they should, I don't wanna, I feel it's maybe what's the feeling? They hate me because I'm not their child. I am from before. I'm not everyone wants to adopt, not even the gods.
It is written in our books that hate doesn't exist in our hearts. But I will ask all the questions and come back with answers. And then, call you over if she's okay with it. Okay. Okay, I will slowly make my way towards...
And yeah, as you approach, you see that she has a warm smile on her face, and
Bless you.
bless you,
That's exactly what the mother says.
bless you, bless you, child.
Bless you.
Yeah. But yeah, she invites you to sit over a ledge, so to say, and she tells you that I'm so proud of you, child, seeing how you just spread these thoughts of love and harmony to the rest. I can see that although I know your sisters don't quite allow you in the clergy as much, you for sure are a example to the rest, and I see you as this beacon of hope within this group of friends that you are. With you, I'm sure they will keep being on the path of good. But how have you been, my dear?
I think I have sinned, but a little bit, not a lot. I think I've done some things that, I strayed away from the path. I haven't said the prayers all of the day like the sisters taught me, and I've let, that bad part come out a few times, and I didn't put it at the bay, and I ran away from the monastery, as you saw, but I ran away to find you, and...
She puts a hand and says, it's alright. If anything, I'm a bit to blame here, because honestly I should have been closer to you, Lilo, to be there and just act as any mother should. But I'm sorry. Since you came to be, I lived with a great guilt and blame for my actions, for what I've done, and please, it's been hard for me, but I think you are now mature enough to hopefully forgive me when I tell you that I also am the reason why that corruption lives inside you.
What do you mean? I found a letter, and the letter and the mothers from the monastery said that it was dictated by you to keep it at bay, and by trusting you and believing in you and praying to you, I can push it away.
It's something that Sister Minerva sort of, in a way, made it up herself, but more also because she has been quite disturbed and angry, and she knew the secret of what happened at she's the only one that knew the secret of what happened at the Wednesday monastery when you were born.
But I wasn't born, I was created. They just found me.
Oh, sweet summer child.
Well, yes, in a way it is true, but you see, it's hard for me to say this, and I hope you forgive me, but it started when I've met this charming fella, an Eladrin from the Fae. He claimed to be a prince and was looking to know more about this realm. And as such, I took interest in him, and as I said, it was quite charming, and I tried to show him the world we live in and this utopia we hope we've made here. But unfortunately, I mean, you know, love is part of what we want to. It's one of our tenets, something that we show to the rest. But I tried.
Not in a physical way, no? I mean, that's.
Well, at some point, it ends up manifesting in that way if the feelings are right. And so to say,
okay.
I at that moment I thought I was ready to bring into this world the person that we, the Pantheon, believe to be the, let's call them champions of our realm. But I was deceived by this charming Eladrin. He later turned out to be not just one lost prince in our world, but a archfey that is the embodiment of rot and decay. And I felt betrayed at that moment. I don't, and you see her like she's really trying to hold it in to continue, but
help me understand, because is this Eladrin inside of me? Is it that is it the decay that gets it? Is it wither, the one that's?
Unfortunately, yes, it's in your blood. You are. Oh, yeah, this Eladrin is your. This archfey is your father, and I'm sorry. Please forgive
This is
me.
so humane, so like what other people do. Like I read in the book that my friends gave me about the passion, and this is not something that the gods do. And
Again, remember that it's regarding this. It's a sin when it's done in excess. It's done excessively, and for the wrong reasons. But if there is pure-hearted love in the middle, there's nothing wrong in the books. It's saying about the passion.
but it is what.
It's only misguided, then it's...
Wait, does this mean that
Yes.
you're my mother? Like I was born from you, and like I was born from a god that I believed in all this time, and that Mother Minerva raised me to think that you are a pure, not human, but
She puts another hand on you, and you feel something very soothing, overwhelming.
Calm emotion.
And yeah, she's doing actually calm emotions.
I resisted.
Mom, it's not a phase, Mom.
I mean, you could try to resist it if you want.
Resistance
I'm
is
very
futile.
angered, and I want to
Sure.
know. I want to know if. Okay, I mean, may I do a check?
A save. I think
Okay.
it's,
The DC
wisdom.
is 40.
Now you can start your own church.
Yeah. The Church of
The Church of Mom.
Church of 6.
It was.
Demi God silent.
Cocked.
Half cocked.
It's no, I failed it. It's a 6 plus something.
Yeah. No.
When you took
So
mother,
calm emotions.
when
Okay.
you
Yeah.
take mother Togo to literal.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so I calm myself.
And you calm a little bit. Please, I mean, this is why it's a bit hard to talk about, but I know that I've been at blame all this time myself. I was trying to find some ways I could show you something that I could do to...
Well, I mean,
Hopefully.
you haven't
And
succeeded
I-
very well, have you? And right now I don't know what is a lie and what is not. Are these commandments truth? Is the things that Mother Minerva made me, you know, to be put in a corner, to keep the corruption at bay, to find you? Only your God will know what to do. What is real and what isn't?
This is why I said Minerva is the only one who knew of this event.
And you threw me there in a monastery to be raised by someone who was nagging and extremely cruel towards me. You know that all my friends told me that this is not how you raise a person, as they did, to make me pray every night, to make me not stray from the good path and
I
everything.
only wanted to have you learn how to control the tainted blood that is within you.
But what if I don't want to control it? Because all my friends said that this is something good, that they are fun and they are nice, and then they don't like me because I'm always about the gods, and now I find out that everything is a lie.
Well, not quite everything, but the thing is that I won't stop you if you want to search for your father. I could at least tell you his name. Not sure where he is now. He's been long gone. But probably some of the Fey creatures around might know of what's his name? Of Tylemos.
Pilemos.
Tylemos. Tylemos.
Yeah, so everything in this world has two names and two faces and two things, one thing living inside of the other. Everything is like the side of a coin, and then you flip it and you see there's something else to be revealed. This is just great. What if did you know that there were other gods before you that created the world? Did you know that?
It's interesting to see how all of you, the ones you adventure with as well, how quickly you've gathered the attentions of the gods here in Eyceras, and
from a distance, Whisper is waving.
and it's interesting how you did that, and hopefully soon you will know of the intricacies that happen up on the mountain of Eyceras, but for now all I can say is that our philosophy involves not interacting with mortal as such and letting them develop on their own with very little interference from our part. Even me being here, it's a bit of a sin, if you could say so.
Well, yes, talk to me about sin. I'm sorry, but I'm really angry because this is a little bit messing with everything that I knew. I don't know what up and down is. This is not like, I was expecting to meet you and, for you to say, you did so great on being on this path and praying, and I know all the answers, and, I even have some questions from my friends.
But as I said, this is why it's been so hard for me, and even could be, at least it's been felt all over the place that I haven't given the greatest of care to the folks, and I felt that love has slowly been dying around the parts, but because I've lived with this guilt that I was confused myself on what to do. I didn't want you to become corrupted, become what Tilemos wanted you to be. I wanted you to keep your humanity, and I know probably the methods were harsh to have you stay at the monastery, but since you decided to leave, to be honest, it kind of made me glad you did that, to find your own way, and because in a way I kept watching over you, and I wanted to see how or where you will end up, and I'm still curious to see that, but I know that you will soon approach more dangerous parts, especially in Atmos Grove and Isinabel, where the fate presence is a bit more, it's a bit stronger, and I felt the need to tell you this now, and also to give you this, and she pulls out a dove feather that it shines slightly and it glows, and passes it to you, saying that I hope if you decide to keep this more human aspect and not fall to the tainted blood, hopefully this will help. And she hands you the dove, the feather.
It's too many things that I don't understand right now, and I cannot make right in my head. In a way, I'm glad to belong to someone and have like a real mother, even if it lives on a mountain somewhere and it's a god that I thought had my destiny in their palms, and I was ready to die for you, but now I understand that I'm something else, and I'm trying to make sense of that. So I don't know about still I don't feel like it is my decision to make, and I don't know if...
Remember, yes, it is because of the sisters that somewhat enforced into you this theological ideas. We, gods as a whole, still believe in the strength of free will, so each time, I mean, this is why I said that when you decided to leave the monastery, it was something that came from within you, something that was not said by anyone else. It's something that you felt was the right thing to do, and it's why it made me glad. I saw a bit of intuition and initiative from you, which made me happy, honestly.
Made me happy to learn that you are my real, not, by the book mother.
And I mean, all I want, again, masking, and I know it's hard, and hopefully it would take some time, but all I want is a bit of forgiveness from you, and maybe I should have told you earlier, but I thought this would be a great time since, as I said, the Fae can be very, very deceiving. That's all I can say.
I go and hug her and I say nothing else and I cry. So.
Yeah, she does the same. She goes and does the same.
Should I also cry?
Oh, and I don't know what you just said about the Fae, because I don't understand a lot of things still, because I've been there in the mountains and I don't... It's my friends that I learned everything from, and that is Whisper over there, and she asked if she's also a child of yours. I'm sorry, I'm still learning about that as well. And if you speak primordial, and I read off my palm, and who is Leaf, and yeah.
We'll have our ways to deliver all of this information in due time. It's interesting how we have this thing of doing things when one least expects. It's what we're good at. So to say, try doing jokes, but yeah. I felt this was important to tell you, but regarding all of the other things, all I can say is that you're on a good path here, and if you keep maintaining this, all of your questions will be answered.
Do I still need to follow the rules, or are they made up?
What do you
Well, I can tell you this much, that these rules you call are good to follow, though consider them more of a, as you said, a guidance, something that it's good to have, but and again, a good moral code to live by. But most importantly is to abstain from sin rather than making sure all of the rules are followed.
A very good friend of mine asked something, what is sin? And in the light of everything that happened right now, maybe redefining that and re-explaining it would help a lot, because I don't think that what I know is what is also real and followable.
Sin would be something that slowly starts dimming the light within one's soul to the point where it becomes a void, and when it comes to that, all of the greatness that this world offers will be of no importance to them. They will lose all that made them great and special, everything that their humanity. And also, if you were to think on a larger scale, it will just drag down all of these utopian ideals that we've been trying to guide you on. But it's unavoidable, since we are aware that the free will that we all have been given, it's at some point it's something that can be morphed and shaped to one's desires and ideals, and as such, it's only up to the individual to be able to acknowledge, repent, or abstain from sin. We can help provide some soothing feelings when others pray to us. We're giving them with that introspect vision, so to say, that they lack in order to obtain absolution. But again, it's up to the individual if they accept it or not.
Okay, so
And as I said, our purpose, it's only to provide guidance, but and yeah, she then snaps out of it. But never mind, it's all right. I mean, she wanted to try and say something, but she abstained from it. So anyway,
zone of truth. I'm kidding. That would have been very cool, though.
Yeah.
but I'm again. All I want to say was that I still care for you and I still love you, Lilo, for that what you are, for everything you are.
I love you too, in spite of, well, the avoidance of truth. Not necessarily a lie, but
I'm sorry. The sisters, especially Minerva, I think she was just fearful of what might happen if your other form would just take over, but
well, she made me fear her, so which one is the better option?
I've learned, especially after having this discussion with you, it's been weighing a lot on my heart. Best way is just to face the truth head on. So your best way would be to confront her on this matter.
How do I speak to you from now on? Do I pray? If I think of you, do you always hear me? If I need, like guidance, or I have questions, and
I will keep on watching over you, Xylo, always.
okay.
And each time you pray, it reaches me, and I know that you're there and that you're on the right path.
That helps.
So,
okay.
I would pretty much love to spend the rest of the day here, but I have to say it's Erix has been a bit on edge lately. Probably you saw, or you're probably gonna find out, but the blood moon is approaching, and she's a bit on the edge with this one. We all need to.
But this one?
This particular blood moon happening. Last night she said that it's going to coincide and align with a solar eclipse, and she doesn't know what the implication would be of this, but she's a bit fearful, and we need to go and see what we can do about it.
Do you need help? Because well, never mind. Do you need help?
Wow. Never mind, my friends. Journey two times.
It's all right, Silo. It's fine.
So do I do? I mean, if it's fine, it means that you are powerful enough to do everything that is to be done, and I go and follow my own path, my free will, and...
Yes, you do that. We have, again, our own struggles to deal with you, which you shouldn't bother with. It's all right.
Even if you're my mom. Mother, I mean...
Yeah.
Mother.
Mom, it sounds lovely. It's all right, my child. So make sure to have the feather in your possession when you want to keep the corruption at bay, and we will talk more. It's been my utmost pleasure, and I can't express how much I care and love you, Xara. Lilo.
Okay. Okay.
And,
It was...
I have a question as a player.
Okay.
Did the God say Silo or Lilo?
Lilo.
All the time.
Lilo all the time.
Lilo all the time.
Lilo or Lalo, yeah. But yeah, she takes you.
What is this?
She kisses you on the forehead, and as you're there, like embracing this warmth that comes from her, you then just open your eyes and she's gone.
Okay.
So it's okay for me to come?
I think
Yeah.
the gods are my mother.
I heard it. Do you want me to stop doing the Benjamin and hug you?
It is very weird. I don't know. I mean, now Draven is right about a lot of things, and I have something called free will, and I don't know what to do with it because I've always had the will, and it was like.
It's gonna be the okay.
Do you feel weird like this all the time when you don't know what to do?
I don't know what weird is. People keep telling it, but you know.
Well, you know, when you're not neither cold nor hot, but feel hot and cold at the same time, and it's like...
Winds are also hot and cold at the same time. You know what happens when a wind is hot and one is cold?
Your yes and your no?
No. If they create clouds, and then there's a storm.
Oh. Oh, so now the storm is going to come, like, metaphorically, like, inside of my head, and...
And then if after the rain, which means the crying, you'll feel the better.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go make it rain then.
Go and make it rain.
Don't tell the others yet. I don't want Draven to be right just yet.
Can I have my book of faith, please?
I asked her about it, and
And
she
what is
said...
it?
I'm going to tell her at once. But you know, she's very mysterious like that. I mean, she didn't tell me anything so far in my life. And everything could be
It's very
covering the truth, you know?
Yes.
You need to be...
Yes, it's also rough for a mother. Like, you left your child to be brought up in this world without you.
My mother Minerva, especially.
Let's make a pact.
Yes.
I will take your big tree-like hand and put it here.
Okay.
And let's make a pact to respect the Book of Leaf.
Oh, I cannot do that yet.
Why?
Because I have free will and I don't know what I want.
Eh,
Now we have 2 children in one group.
I am.
Just don't tell anyone.
I promise I will not.
Okay. Let's pretend that we still...
We're gonna pretend you're
It's the
still
same thing
respecting
like
the
yesterday.
Book, the Book of Life.
Nothing happened
Okay.
till I figure it out. Okay.
Then please kneel on acorns.
Okay. Oh God. Going to kneel on pretend acorns because I really, you know.
On fake ornaments.
Okay, and I'm going to actually go cry myself to sleep a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So with that, the watches are over. You all recover. You do your long rest, and you all wake up fresh, ready to. You still have the rest of the day to descend up until where Brenek would wait for you, and to speed things up a little bit. It takes you half of the day, so to say, to finish your descent, and there you do see the so to say economic class cart of Brenek, with the 2 very well-groomed horses, and Brenek there with some new outfits, but still with his bushy sideburns and a bit of the jolly attitude. He's like, oh, friends, haven't seen you in a while. Ready to hit the road, and we'll pick it up next episode, guys. As you're pretty much close to Isinabo now, just a few days travel, but yeah.
But before that, we have an announcement, a fun fact.
Okay, yeah, because the dice have been cast for tonight.
My cue was not okay.
It's okay,
no, I
because we
need
have
to
a fun fact.
punish
that's for
myself.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
I go get the acorns.
Ask Sail about that.
Oh no. No? I will ask Whisper about that.
So,
Oh.
did you know that Aurel Persu, or Persul,
I don't know. Built the first aerodynamic car in the world, which can be admired today at
the Dimitri Leonida Museum
Oh.
in Bucharest?
Yes.
the car ran at a top speed of 80 kilometers per hour, which is, I don't know how much for miles, you
About 60.
Americans.
That-
Less. It should be
Less.
less. It should
But
be
at that time,
I
I
don't
mean,
know, 40, 50, 60, something like that. The body had an aluminum sheet to have a lower weight and lower consumption. Even major car manufacturers like Ford or General Ford Motors use it. General Motors. I don't know cars, bro. I'm not your guy when it comes
You
to
just
cars.
know bitch. I'm bitch.
I just know bitch. I mean, look at me. I'm a bitch. I know bitches.
Mamaya?
Mamaya bitch.
the grandma.
Grandma
Yeah.
bitch.
Granny.
Granny.
Granny speech.
Just for the Europeans or Americans or whoever is not Romanian, Grandma Beach is a resort called Mamaia Beach, like a beach. There's serious
Like when you go
and Mamaia in Romanian means grandma.
Granny.
So
Granny, yeah.
at the granny.
at the granny,
Yeah.
Granny Beach.
So,
Granny beach.
right, we'll pick it up next episode with some more interesting developments. We'll see.
I can't wait.
Next, yeah. So thank you guys for joining us. Until next time, bear hugs, good night,
And
Don't let the vampires bite.
bite.